Good morning, Ciao Juventini of the world. My name is Giuseppe. Welcome back on the channel from Boston, USA. The last few hours before I go to New York City, we have to speak about Juventus because there are some news. A bit earlier, I woke up extremely early today because at 6 a.m. I wanted to be in Mezzogiorno Mercato with Luca Monblano and Massimo Zampini from Juventus, asking them a few questions about Juve, about Mercato, what's going on. So we must speak about Juve. Can you put a maximum of like? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel because now we go. As you see, I'm walking in the city of Boston, so I will make a roundabout like that so that you can also have the vibes of Boston City. Before telling you about Mercato, because Cambiaso wrote a beautiful article and there is good news. At least I have really beautiful vibes on him. We must speak about the Turkish player that Juventus is interested in, and no, it is not Arda Güler. So if you didn't yet, please put a maximum of like. Don't forget to subscribe because we start. I tell you before the Mercato news about my day of yesterday really fast. Juventus village in Boston was extremely nice. A lot of Juventini. We had a lot of hardcore Juventini, also a lot of people that were interested in what was going on, but also in Juve, trying to catch these people, to speak with these people, having a connection with them, which was really beautiful. They had a lot of activation stands with mini games. If you didn't, please go and watch my little short where I had 0% skills and 100% luck in taking that ball at my first try and put it in the hole. Was really nice. Anyway, it was good. So the planning for today is that with the Jeep, I go with Ben Black and with two members of the Juve staff. We go into the Jeep and then we will go to New York City where I will stay for one night. And then we go from there to Washington where actually the real Club World Cup will start for me. So at the moment there is not a lot of things that I can give you from inside the training session, etc., because I'm in Boston where Juventus will not play. But from, I believe, Tuesday, I will be extremely close, much closer to the players, and also there I can give you a bit more news. So what about Mercato? I saw in Tutto Sport a really beautiful article this morning from Andrea Cambiaso where, if we are totally honest, in December we would have all given up on Andrea Cambiaso, thinking that he would leave already in that winter transfer market to Manchester City. Well, he didn't go. He stayed at Juve, where objectively he didn't do well anymore. It was a difficult Cambiaso with a lot of us that said, look, if there is an offer in the summer, he must leave because he's not there anymore, especially mentally. But looks like things have changed. For what reason, I don't know, because in the article you clearly read his intention to stay, his will to stay. And some words made me actually think, yeah, makes sense. He's right when he says in Tutto Sport that at Juve he feels important, he feels appreciated, he feels important. He already starts feeling like one of the leaders of the team, something that we all felt when he received that Capitano armband before that injury against Bologna. And Juventus is even thinking to extend the contract of Andrea until 2030, something that honestly is not really obliged because he renewed not that long ago. But Juventus wants to show them that yes, they want to continue with him. We said also the name of Cambiaso in the 5 untouchables of Igor Tudor. And I believe that this is a beautiful news to start the Club World Cup with. If you have an Andrea Cambiaso that is 100% focused on Juve with his will, that's a win. That's a win because you don't have to go for another player in that position, or maybe you can go for a sub, but not for a starter, and that could be a good one. Speaking about left back position, because we know that Cambiaso can play on the left, he can play on the right, he even prefers to play on the right in that 3-4-2-1. If we are speaking about a left back position, pay attention to the name of Theo Hernandez. This is what I heard this morning when they told us, Theo Hernandez, it's not over yet. Or at least they could potentially be another try for Juve. It's a player that we were all thinking it can go to Al Hilal with a mega offer, that he refused. He didn't want to go there. The papers, the media were explaining us that he was willing to go to Atletico Madrid, but probably they were explaining us a bit too much close to Atletico Madrid, which was not true. Yes, there was some interest, there were some talk, but at the moment Atletico Madrid is not going all in for the player. So Juventus could potentially see another opportunity there. Then can it go into a discussion of Dusan Vlahovic to Milan, Theo Hernandez to us, with a difference in terms of who will earn a bit more money? Probably it will be something equal, as the value of Dusan Vlahovic is in last year of contract is not that high. Could be, I don't know, but pay attention, don't give up on Theo Hernandez. If you want Theo, let me know in the comment section if you are still interested in him. So that was about Theo Hernandez. Then about other players, I heard Kenan Yildiz, after the Club World Cup, Juventus, they want to meet the entourage again to go with that contract, but it is something that we already spoke. Why am I going with Yildiz? Because I wanted to go towards an assist of Turkish men. You know that my big dream would have been Arda Güler as a number 10 at Juve. Even if it was on loan 1 year, would have been beautiful, that Turkish duo. No, it is not Arda Güler, but Juventus could potentially think about another Turkish offensive player, and we are speaking about Yilmaz from Galatasaray, 25 years. If I'm not wrong, with La Liga in Turkey, he scored 12 goals this year. He has a value on transfer market between 20 25, so not that expensive of a player. But he's a young player that is already playing with the Turkish national team. It's a good player, because I watched, because of Kenan Yildiz, I'm watching a lot of games of Turkey, especially after that Euro where they surprised the world. Yilmaz is a good player. Then, is he good enough for Juve? What kind of position can he play? Big question mark, because it's a player that, again, like in the last transfer market when we were speaking about offensive players, can play as a left offensive player, as a right offensive player, and even as a falso nueve, depending how you want to call it. So Yilmaz is a new name that I didn't read on papers yet, but that Luca Monblano, without telling me a lot of explanation because I didn't have time, he said, start studying him. So I tell you the news. We are back with Theo Hernandez possibilities. Yilmaz is the new name. Cambiaso, I told you. I also told you about Kenan Yildiz. And then we have Caprile, the goalkeeper of Cagliari, that is actually owned by Napoli, that Cagliari will sign permanently for 8 million euro, but he will probably not stay there because there is a derby di Mercato between Torino and Juve. Torino probably are thinking for him as the first goalkeeper if Vanja Milinkovic-Savic would leave. Juve is thinking about him as the second goalkeeper. He's 23. When you are 23 and when you are actually uprising your career, it's difficult to accept a second role as a goalkeeper. Now, I have to say, if you are here for 1 year, max 2 years as a goalkeeper on the bench of Juve, you gain a lot of experience, a lot of appeal as well, and then you can see what you do with your career. Again, at the moment, the number 1 spot at Juve is the one of Di Gregorio, and the intention is to keep him. I'm totally lost, guys. I don't know where is my hotel anymore, but that's a problem. That's a problem. I have absolutely no sense of orientation, so I'm just walking, and then I get lost. What a disaster! What a disaster! So I will try to find my hotel again. Sorry, bear with me. So Caprile, no, it's a good goalkeeper, and then if you want to go for him, why not? But Di Gregorio stays the number 1. He has absolutely no intention to leave. We'll try to find the hotel back, guys. Boo. Boo. In the meanwhile, I'm in a little park. I will show you. Guys, if you're still here watching the channel, pray for me so that I can find the hotel back. Wow, look at that, it's beautiful, huh? It's really beautiful. Little garden here. Chapeau. I like it. I like it. Let me sit here a second, and then I will put maps to find my way back. Otherwise, a disaster. So I think I told you what I wanted to say about the Mercato. Are there news? No. We know that Comoli is now still in Torino, working on the sporting director, technical director. Then he will join the team. Will it be with one new name? We still have today, Monday, we have Tuesday, and then probably they will leave. So will it be with a new name? Probably not. Probably we'll have to wait after the first game to at least see one of these positions fulfilled. and Mercato is going on and they are working. It's not because we don't have a sporting director that at the moment nothing is happening, because I told you, the names that I just reported to you, will they come to Juve or not? It's a big question mark. Maybe not, maybe yes, but at least they are working, that's good. The team is totally focused on the first game against Al Ain. Don't think that Al Ain will be Auckland City. I told you Auckland City is not even a professional team. So if you believe that you will go there to win 10-0, you're wrong. So focus there. But the guys, they understood it. I heard the words of Weston McKennie, etc. They understood that it's really a competition that they want to go for. They want to try to do the best we can. So if you did it, please put a maximum of like. Don't forget to subscribe. Grazie, forza, Juve. Ciao.